Why, hello there, everybody, and welcome back to Misscliks D&D Devotion. So we're going to do something a little bit different for our last third of the show here. I'm going to ask one of you to take your headphones off while I deal with the other for a little while. Who would like to go first?
Go ahead.
All right. I will give you a wave when I want to bring you back.
Okay.
Okay.
Kes, can you still hear me? Perfect. Okay, so Ransom.
Turn
it down.
It's at this point that I realized that we really should have done something during the night. Is it too late?
It is a little too late, yes.
Okay.
So you wake up from your sleep, except something is amiss because you wake up on a beach. You've got maybe like a week and a half worth of beard growth on your face, and there is nobody else around you.
Do I feel really thirsty and or hungry?
Yes, you feel famished, and you're not sure how you are still alive. Maybe it's not a full week, but you are very thirsty, very hungry, and just kind of lying in the surf on the sand.
I kind of snap my fingers. Dang, I knew I should have instructed the crew members to watch that barricade.
Yeah, so you take a look around you. It's a nice sandy beach. It curves sharply, so you must be on some sort of peninsula or something. There's a tree line just in front of you, so you must be somewhere near trees, somewhere near at least some forest. It doesn't look like a thick forest, but at least some light wooding going on.
Well, I'm gonna use my survival instincts to first try to find water and then try to find food.
All right, you head down the beach because all water eventually leads to the ocean. And sure enough, you come across a small river. You can drink your fill there. And while you're here at the river, you see there's another person on the other side. The river's not that wide. It's maybe 15 feet, and it doesn't seem to be that deep. You could probably wade across it. But there is a person on the other side of the river wearing fairly primitive clothes, kind of like hides that have been stitched together. It is a woman on the other side of the river, and she seems to be gathering water into a large clay pot.
Oh, do I have my stuff or do I have nothing?
Ooh, you have whatever clothes you were wearing when you went to sleep in, but all your other gear must have been lost in the shipwreck, or whatever happened to you that brought you to this state.
Got it. I kind of wave, hello there.
She looks up and notices you. Oh, hello? Who are you?
I'm afraid that I think I just got shipwrecked here.
Oh, you're one of them.
Yes. Oh, are they alive? My dearly betrothed I can't find her.
She walks down the river towards you, towards the end of the beach, and says, I don't know who that might be, but you should come back to our village. Our matriarch will show you, or will help you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your hospitality. I'll follow.
She leads you kind of through this lightly wooded area, which slowly grows more densely wooded as she brings you through it until it's almost a jungly. And there's a clearing at the back of which is a large stone pyramid with steps. And there's a bunch of small huts collected around the outside made out of mud brick. Kes, can you hear me yet? Perfect. Around which, and there's a small bonfire in the middle, and there's people hanging out, kind of relaxing, like it's not a big deal, like they don't have anything really going on. You see a few other people that look like shipwreck survivors. There's a few people from the crew that you recognize. You don't see the captain, and you don't see Kes.
Ah. Darn, you guys. You're pretty much the only people I didn't want to see.
The nameless woman leads you towards the staircase that goes up to the large stone temple. Walks up it with you and introduces you to a stunning woman. She's got long black hair. She has a panther hide that she's wearing over her, and carries a beautiful axe at her side. It's made out of wood with a stone head, but it's just really well carved and attached to itself. And the stone head looked like it's got some sort of precious metal vein running through it, like it's maybe a silver vein through stone that has then been shaped. So it's got like this wonderful crack running through it. She looks over to you, stopping her conversation in a language you don't quite understand that she was talking with the other people, and says, "Oh, who are you?"
Oh, hey. I appreciate you providing hospitality for my fellow shipwreckies. I am one of those.
Another of the wreck, huh?
Mm-hmm. Have you seen an elf around? Elf female. She's kind of a big deal.
She darkens her brow. I haven't, but there's a good reason for that. These woods here are not very hospitable to elves. The Dark Ones don't like them. Her voice gets a little low and her brow furrows, and she seems like she's almost afraid of something when she says it.
Okay, well, if you'll point me in the direction where these shipwreckies came from, then I'll have to go search for her.
Just down by the beach. No particular direction. Look, you'd better stay here. It's dangerous out there alone, and you don't look like you're well armed.
Well, I guess I'll have to ask you for a sword or a spear or glaive if you have one. But I really must get going to search. How long ago have these other sailors managed to make it here? I see I'm one of the last ones.
You are the most recent one. I don't know if you will be the last. First one showed up a day ago. First showed up a day ago, then another few hours later, and we've been picking them up ever since. You might wish to stay and rest a while. We have plenty of food. There was the river spirit here, which brings us water. We'll be fine.
Well, I am very hungry. If you have any small meats, that would be great. However, I really must get going to find... you see, I'm engaged to her, so I have to find her. She isn't here yet.
The woman with the stone axe and the panther skin comes over towards you, rests a hand on your shoulder. I am afraid if your betrothed is of elven bloodline, she will not have survived the wreck. The Dark Ones of the woods, they have a fondness for elven flesh. They enjoy ours as well, but a particular fondness for elven flesh. They can smell it from a mile away.
Well then, hopefully you can give me that axe. Otherwise, I'll just be going out and punching them.
Are you sure? Wouldn't you rather stay here? We have plenty of people, and we could use a strong warrior like you, she says, examining your your shirt's been torn open and your physique is showing through. She gives you an approving nod and says, I think you could make a fine foot soldier, maybe even an officer in time.
Well, you know what would really ingratiate me with you? If you helped me look. But I understand you're a bit afraid of these guys. But don't worry, I'm pretty powerful. So you get my hand on some kind of sword, or I'll even take a stick at this point, and I'll go out.
I understand. Your heart beats for what it wants. She calls out in a foreign language to you, and up the stairs come 3 soldiers. They are all female. and they carry spears with wicker shields with hide stretched over them. They speak in this foreign tongue, and then the woman says, "These will be your assistants. They will help you and provide you with a shield and a spear. They will help you search the coastline for this woman, but I recommend you come back before sundown."
Okay. Makes sense. Searches are only effective in the day, after all. Uh, then let's set off.
Okay. The 3 women head off with you.
And if you could pack some food, I probably haven't eaten in a week.
She chuckles and instructs her people to pack some food. And when you notice as they're packing these things, there are a collection of small dried meats in the basket they prepare.
Oh, is that just for me?
They look at you quizzically. It doesn't seem like they understand the common tongue. But one of them hands you one of these, like a... what is it called? Salami. Hands you just like a whole salami.
I start ravenously eating at it.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Now we have to go find her.
The 4 of you set out. You have a spear and a shield, and you set along the coastline. You can go left or you can go right, but there's no indication of which way is a better way. So,
Before we headed out, I queried the shipwrecked sailors on which way they came from, left or right.
it seems most of them came from the beach directly below. Neither left nor right. What the hell sort of animal is that? Sorry, there's a weird animal in the yard.
Okay.
Sorry. Most of them came from the area just in front of you, and you came from the right way. One of the captain says it came from the left. Skunk, that's what it is.
Any of them, did they come in one by one, or did they come in as a group? I'm not sure why.
One at a time, it seems. Each person washed up on shore on their own and then came up here.
Okay. And every single one of them was at the beach.
Yeah, I mean, when you come from the water, no matter where, you end up on the beach, right?
Well, then I'll go patrolling the beach.
Okay. Why don't you give me a d20 roll?
Sure.
I can't tell you what it's for, but I'll need you to make it.
All right. Hey, that's a good number.
That is a good number. Look over here. Okay. So, you guys walk along the beach for a little ways. You pass the river in the direction that you had come from before.
All on the time. Once I've eaten enough to get my voice back, I'm yelling at Cass! Cass!
And there doesn't seem to be a reply from her. You guys walk for a few hours when one of the women kind of puts a hand out and stops the whole group and lowers herself in a kind of a hiding stance or a more defensive stance and starts skirting towards the tree line. The other 2 warriors follow with her.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. You guys all come up to the tree line, and one of the women points out towards you into the forest. And there, in the forest, is this shadowy shape. It looks like a bipedal creature, except it doesn't seem to have flesh. It seems to be made up of absence of light, like a person born of darkness somehow. Like a when what's a good example? Like when the backside of the moon, you can sometimes see the whole outline of the moon just by the fact that it's blocking other stars behind it, sort of thing. It's kind of like an absence of something moving through the forest.
Okay, I'll just kind of take the same stance as the leader appears to be.
Mm-hmm. She looks to you with a quizzical look and motions with her head back the way that you came.
Okay.
As kind of like do you want to fight it? I recommend we leave, but
Yeah, I will take her advice then.
Okay. She heads back, and you guys keep going back down
I kind
the
of commenter.
other direction.
I've probably been. Do they speak common?
They don't seem to speak common, not these three.
Okay. All right, then I just head back.
Okay. You head back to the village.
Shouting Kess all the way
All the way.
for hours.
Yeah.
My voice is getting a bit hoarse at this moment.
You get back to the village sometime before sundown. Your adventure out had to get cut short because of that thing out there. But when you get back, you can hear the sound of drums in the distance. And as you approach, you can smell the juicy meats dripping over the open fire. And you can hear and see the people singing and dancing around the bonfire. The captain and his crew are seemingly intoxicated with some sort of wine or alcohol. And the people of this island or this land, wherever the hell you are all having a good time. Mostly kind of like pointing and laughing at the strange foreigners doing their own weird dances around the fire, but then, coming up and doing their things.
I do a quick head count. Is that all of the sailors?
It appears that two more have shown up, or maybe you missed them earlier. But it's the same crew that you saw earlier plus two.
Is that all of them, or are still some?
No. There's still the crew was much larger than that, and plus the other passengers that were on the ship. You're missing quite a few people.
Are some of the passengers here?
You haven't seen any of the passengers yet.
Okay. None of the unconscious people we were originally carrying are here, are they?
No.
All right. Okay. Well then, I will. I kind of do a bow. I say in common, "Thank you for your assistance. Hopefully, we can search some more tomorrow."
The first person that you ran into that was gathering water down by the river shows up, sees you approaching with the others, and says, "So, did you find your wife? Is it?"
Soon to be. Unfortunately, not yet, but tomorrow, first thing in the morning, going out to search for her again.
Good luck. Good luck. She heads back in, and the ceremony continues. Or it's not a ceremony. It's kind of just like a party at night. Everyone seems to be having a good time.
Eat all the juicy meats.
There's a lot of juicy meats. I don't know if you're going to be able to eat them all, but you can certainly try.
I'll eat enough to regain my strength.
All right. Give me a constitution check to see how many meats you can eat.
All right. Let's see.
Oh, God. You're so hungry. You fill up so quickly. Your stomach must have shrunk, and I don't know. You get full unusually fast.
Is it as good as it looks?
It's pretty delicious and really well done. You've been eating like strange Akuvan meats in bars and stuff, and that's usually like cheap food that they're selling to you. These are like people who have everything that they need, and so they eat well every day, all day long. This is like fine feeding.
Now, with kind of tears in my eyes, I kind of say, "Oh, you guys, this is some good grub."
Okay. Eventually, the party settles down. Everyone goes to sleep. You wake up the next day, just as you did the previous, or I guess not just as you did. Yeah, you wake up the next day. All is well. The woman who seems to be running the place asks how your previous day went, and upon hearing the bad news, offers to send her 3 soldiers with you again.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Give me
Those
another...
two that, by the way, those 2 that came, did they come from a different direction or also from the beach?
The 2 new ones? They came from the left side of the beach.
Okay, well then we'll have to start our search on the left side.
Can I get another D20 roll from you?
Sure. Sweet.
Ooh.
That's a roll.
Okay.
Well, if high wasn't good, low must be good.
All right, you set off down on the beach. These 3 people are in tow with you, and they seem to be chattering like they did the previous day. There are some attempts to communicate with you. They make some motion about like, do you want to eat lunch at a certain point? And they try and do like, my name is but their names are strange. You know, it's like Muda. Muda. Like,
Muda.
What the fuck sort of name is Muda? Right?
Yep.
So they do their best to communicate with you.
Ransom.
Handsome.
Ransom.
Handsome.
Yes.
Handsome. Oh, okay. Handsome.
Yes.
Handsome. You are going along the beach, walking alongside with these people, when you see a pair of people washed up on the shore. From a distance, you can't quite tell who they are, but the warriors with you travel over to them quickly, roll them over, and it is one of the people from the boat that you rescued, and Kess.
Hooray!
Yes.
I immediately start helping Kess to shore.
Okay. As you guys are bringing these people up the beach and kind of off of the water, one of the warriors goes off to get some a jug of water or something for you guys to drink them, give them that's not seawater, when two of those dark shapes appear from the edge of the forest. Those two black as night, even blacker than the night, just 0000 hex code creatures show up.
I point my spear at them. If you want her, you'll have to get through me.
You can hear whisperings from them, but as if each one of them is whispering to themselves, and as if each one of them has 4 or 5 voices at the same time. It's kind of an open chatter of whispers that comes from them as they move in a slinking but ominously aggressive manner towards you. I'm going to need you to roll initiative for me right now.
All right. Hey, Kess, that'd be a good time to wake up, you know.
Okay.
Let's see, what's the initiative of a spear?
D10 plus 6. Low is good.
Okay.
Oh, that is not great. The first two two shapes go first. One of them comes up to one of the warriors with you, who tries to bash at it with her spear, but the creature seems to move before her spear strikes, reaches out with a hand, like a kind of a shadowy hand, and grabs her around the neck and just lifts her up off of the ground, dealing her 4 points of damage. And she has a little bit more than that in terms of HP. You go at 14, so the other warrior takes a stab at that shadow. Ooh, with a 5 to hit. Terrible miss. Spear sinks into the sand beside the shadow. And it's your turn at 14.
All right. I know how to use. I'm specialized in glaives, and I know how to use swords.
A glaive specialization is close enough to a spear that I'll give you a proficiency with a spear. So
Okay.
no penalty to hit. It should be D20 plus 4, I believe. 5th level. You have less than 17 strength.
Right.
Yeah, it should be D20 plus 4 to hit.
Oh, does that mean if I'm specialized, I should have a +5?
With your glaive, yes.
All right, that's good. I'll make sure to remember that. Let's see. Roll 1d20 plus 4. Dang.
Oh, swing and a miss. The second shadow seems to ignore everyone else and goes straight for Kess, which does provoke an opportunity attack from you.
All right, I make sure to stab at it, and I turn my attention to it in the future.
Hit. Not a crit, but a hit. Please roll me D6 damage.
All right. Hey, get off my wife.
You proclaim her to be your wife now. A little presumptuous. She could still turn you down, man.
My future wife.
Yeah. You stab through it for 2 points of damage. And for a brief moment, as your spear runs all the way through the shadow, you feel no resistance. But for a brief moment, as you pull your spear back, you can see like a bit of light coming through from the other side before the shadows close together again. It reaches out with a hand and puts it over Kess's face, and the whole like blackness envelops her head like a sphere. And then the creature starts dragging her up the beach back towards the forest. And you can't move her that far, but moves down, grabs her, starts to move back. That's all. Everyone's had a turn. I need initiative rolls again.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, lucky. Oh, not lucky for you. Both shadows rolled a 1, and the warriors rolled a 1 and a 4, plus weapon speed. So the shadows go first. The one that's holding one of your warriors, the hand choking her just kind of merges through her head, through her neck, and the head just plops off to the side. The body falls to the ground. The shadow dragging Kess moves back up the beach towards the forest. You can make an attack of opportunity at its back for +2 to hit, seemingly ignoring you altogether.
Great. I will take that.
Ooh, that is a single crit.
Excellent.
Almost a double crit. 7 points of damage. You give a huge slash to the shadow, ripping it open. You can see light all the way through it before it kind of collapses back in on itself, but the whole thing is much smaller now, almost as if the shadow shrinks every time it takes damage. That is both shadows' turns. That one warrior is dead. The other one goes at 4 and 6 is 10. You go at 16. Okay. The second warrior lunges after it with a miss, and it's your turn.
All right, well, I chase after the one that's dragging her away, and I attack it.
Okay. Roll the hit. Still +2 for back attack, because it's ignoring
great.
you.
That would be a 5, actually.
The shadow makes it hard to see its exact depth, and you miss. It drags Kess into the woods. And
I'll take an attack of opportunity on that.
Oh, that was just narrative because it already took its turn.
Oh, yes.
Next round. Okay. Oh my god, these shadows are so lucky. It goes at...
Oh! 16.
All right, the second shadow, the one that's not pulling Kess, interposes itself between you and the one that is pulling at Kess. It makes a grab at you with a 15 to hit. You're not wearing... You got a shield, which at best gives you 13, so that's a hit against you. You can feel kind of this otherworldly numbness as the shadow reaches out and smashes you in the chest, kind of making your entire chest area feel, like room temperature, like it's not there, like it's numb. You're not even aware of its existence for a while. The one warrior makes an attack and a miss. And
Is that some amount of damage towards me?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you. It's 2 damage to you.
Okay.
I rolled it, described it, and forgot to enumerate it. The one warrior takes a slash with her spear, misses, and then begins to withdraw. She's backing up down the beach away from you.
Okay.
It's your turn.
I continue attacking, and as I do, I notice her running, and I'm like, you need to help me with this. I'm going to attack the one dragging Kess. Is that possible?
No, the other one has blocked your vantage of that. Interposed between the two of you, and then the other one dragged Kess further into the woods.
I'm happy to run past it and take an attack of opportunity.
Okay. You run. It strikes at you with a 17, which is a hit, dealing 8 damage to you across the whole of your back, which goes numb.
Ooh. All right. Well, I'll chase down the one dragging Kess and attack.
You roll a hit. Single crit again. Beautiful.
Nice.
8 points of damage. Ooh, that shadow has shrunk. It is barely Kess's size at this point. It used to be this large shape, and now it's almost man-sized.
Yikes.
Can't quite tell if it turns because it doesn't have a direction. It doesn't have a face. It doesn't have just this vaguely humanoid blob. But it moves back in towards your direction for a moment, and then you see Kess's head pop off of her body and just roll to the side.
Oh no!
And that's its turn for the round. Want to roll me initiative?
Sure. Let's see.
Awkward. Wasn't supposed to go down.
Oh my god.
Rolling ones. Initiative roll.
Yeah.
Okay, you go first.
I might have heard you wrong. So is the head disconnected from the body?
The head is disconnected from the body. It has popped off.
Oh, that's not good.
Are you gonna stand and fight these things?
Yeah, I sure am. All right, so there's my attack on that again.
Ooh, critical hit again.
Nice.
It evaporates. It just disappears into light. The second one is there, moves away from you. This one hasn't been hit yet. Moves away, picks up Kess's body, leaving her head behind. You can make an attack of opportunity as it ignores you. Picks up her body and continues to move into the woods.
Yeah, I'll stab it in its back.
Oh my god. Critical hit again! You are on fire. Pull some more HP.
Bam.
10 points of damage. Okay. It takes the damage, shrinks a little, is visible, you can see through it for a moment before it reforms, but it continues just to take her deeper and deeper into the woods. You've lost, if you move to catch up with it, you will have lost sight of the beach.
That's fine.
You're going to keep following it?
Of course, to the ends of the earth.
All right, roll me initiative. Ooh, it goes at 15. It goes before you. It continues to move away, completely ignoring you. I guess you can make another attack of opportunity at it. You're an unusual creature. People don't normally follow these things.
I got it.
Oh my god. That's like the fourth 18 and second 19 you've rolled.
Pretty lucky.
Give me some damage. Another critical, yeah.
Alright. Wow.
You finish it off. It evaporates and disappears, dropping Kess's body on the ground at your feet.
Okay, I hurriedly I drag the body towards the head, and then kind of, there doesn't seem to be blood, right?
Right.
Okay, well then I'll just go ahead and put the head onto the body.
It's like kind of putting two cantaloupes back together. It kind of holds, and then it just slides apart.
I try harder, desperately.
Sorry. I'm more sorry for Kess. But
Right.
That's my problem. I'll deal with that.
All right, well then I start dragging the body and like kind of tucking the head under my arm as I drag her towards the beach.
All right, you make it back to the beach. The two warriors are there. They are crying over their fallen comrade. They see you dragging Kess's body. They pick up their comrade's body and they book it back to town as fast as possible.
Yeah. I also, I guess, follow them while carrying Kess as well as I can in my arms as I, just start bawling.
You get back to the village, and everyone's hanging out, having a good time. It's party time again because it's almost nighttime. There's meats cooking. There's a whole pig roasting over the big bonfire in the middle. There are a couple of people up on top of the pyramid doing some sort of weird dancing thing. The matriarch of the area looks down, sees you guys coming, dragging some bodies, and makes a quick motion with her hand, and everyone kind of stops, except for the other sailors who don't realize that something's going on. They slowly become aware of the situation, and it gets quiet as you bring the corpses forward. The matriarch comes down, speaks for a few minutes in her native tongue with these people, before looking at you and your friend and goes, "I'm sorry for your loss.
You're some kind of priestess, right? Help her."
I am not."
Don't we have a priest in here? I have a lot of money. I'll give it all to you.
That
Bring
is
her
the metal things you carry.
Yes.
We have no need for metal things. And even if we did, it is not a matter of
I'll give you my Hearth Gnome deck.
It is not a matter of price, I think is the word. It is a matter of capability. She seems content that that's
But
the
she's
right
not
word.
even bleeding. All you have to do is... you fought these creatures for a while. Surely you know how to fix these people who have had their heads slightly removed.
She comes close to you, kind of puts one arm around you in a semi-embrace, I would need to whisper something in your ear, and says, "It is better that you forget her now. She is gone. We can add
No,
her to the bonfire
I
tonight.
can't die before her.
I will help you burn
She
her
was
body.
supposed to be the one that would die. I was supposed to be the one who would die before her.
I will help you burn the body. And then you may stay here with us if you like."
I just weep uncontrollably.
She lets you weep for a minute or two, and then shakes you, and trying to snap you out of it, and says, "The body must be burned. You see by now the other corpse is already on the bonfire, one of the other warrior.
Hmm.
You must let go of your worldly, of your desires of the world."
All right. Well, I understand. Is she wearing her ring on her neck as well as on her finger?
Yes.
All right, I'll take both off of her,
Okay.
and then.
Okay. And that's it for this. I'm gonna deal with Kess, so that'll be fun. So pop out your headphones and we'll have a chat. Kess?
All right. Let's see. Let me hold on one moment. I'm not done yet. Let's see. Audio options. And
Hey Kess, how's it going?
all right, I think it.
Am
I
I
think I can't hear you.
done?
Shh. Can you hear us, Trump?
Okay, good. I can't hear you now.
All right. So Kess, what's up?
Hi.
Okay. You wake up. You are on a beach. You are somewhere. You're not on the boat, that's for certain. There's sand. You feel really tired, but more than that, you feel dehydrated. You feel hungry. Your legs are kind of flopping around in the gentle waves. There's no sign of your boat. Where the hell are you?
My feet are floppy in the water.
Yeah, like you wake up, you're on the beach, like you've been washed ashore, as if your ship has wrecked or something.
What's going on? I'm so hungry and thirsty and ransom? I
Nope.
look around.
Nobody.
Ransom!
Empty.
I yell. Is there anything I see? Nothing on the shore at all.
Oh, there's the beach goes for maybe 15 or 20 feet. Then there's some grass, and then there's a tree line. It's not thick. It's not like a heavily wooded forest or something. It's just a few trees here or there.
Do I have my weapons, all my belongings on me?
Just
or no?
whatever clothes you went to bed in the night before, or whenever it was
Okay.
that you went to bed.
So I have my size at least then.
You sleep with them like tucked into your
Yeah,
pants?
hello.
How do you
You
go to
never
sleep with a
know.
weapon on, like physically attached to you? Aren't you afraid that
I
you're gonna
would
roll
have
over and stab
something.
yourself with them?
No, it's called making sure I got
All right.
something with me.
All right, I guess you sleep with weapons strapped to your body, so you have those with you.
Yes. Okay. I walk along the shore searching. Do I see, is there coconuts, anything on the trees?
No, they're not coconut trees. But you do see a river fairly quickly. It's a small river,
Okay, I walk over to the river.
maybe 15, 20 feet wide. And on the other side of it, there is a man. He's on the other side, but he's also upriver a little ways, maybe 60 feet from you total. He's wearing just kind of like some hides that have been stitched together in some sort of outfit, and he's carrying a ceramic jug.
Excuse me, sir!
He pops his head up and goes, "Oh, look, another survivor!"
A survivor? Wait, do I recognize him from the ship?
No idea who this person is.
A survivor from where? Where are you from?
You should come see the others. Our matriarch will help you. Will help sort this out for you. Do you remember your name?
Do I?
Yeah, I
Okay.
suppose. What do you think your
I'm
name is?
Cass.
Good, good. You can cross the river near the ocean. It's not too deep. You can wade.
I walk over to where the ocean is, and then I walk over it, and then I head over. To
He
him.
finishes filling up his jug with water and starts heading along the coast with you. Saying, it's very nice to meet you.
And you are?
Leon is my name.
I shake his hand.
He awkwardly shakes your hand as if he's unfamiliar with the tradition.
Sorry, that's from where I'm from. We shake hands.
We do, and he gives you a one-armed embrace. Kind of like off to the side, not full frontal, like almost dance position, where it's like
Yeah.
half of your body on half your body, and then the one arm across. This is our greeting, but
Sure.
what you have done with the hands is what the others have been doing. Strange thing.
Where are you from?
This is my home.
Like, you've always lived here?
Do you always live in your home?
Well, I mean, you said other survivors, so I assumed you were a survivor as well.
Oh no. This is my
Okay.
home. There have been more of your people
Oh,
with your
okay.
strange clothing. Where did you get that? That doesn't look like any fur I've ever seen. What animal produces skin so thin and soft and delicate?
I don't know what fur.
You're just
am I
like wearing clothing, normal cotton
okay.
clothing.
This is just clothing. I mean, it's just clothing, wool, I guess. Sheep.
Gives a shrug. I suppose. I'd love to
No
see such a
worries.
creature.
So, where are the others from then?
Maybe you should ask them. I will lead you to our village. He takes
Okay.
you into the jungle, or not into the jungle, sorry, down the beach and into the woods a little bit. It gets a little bit thicker, like it's light near the coastline, but then thicker the deeper in you go, until you come across a village. There's a large stone pyramid, kind of like a stacked stone pyramid. Near the back, there's a bunch of mud brick huts with what looks like you would have a bonfire, but it's not active because it's, the middle of the day right now. In the middle of the encamped area, you see a few sailors standing around, including the captain of the boat from before.
Okay.
And the gentleman that's been walking with you points to the top of the pyramid and says, "Our matriarch is up there, if you wish to ask her any questions. Although I suppose
Okay.
these are friends of yours down here? They might be able to answer
the
you
people
too."
I've run into, I look at them and I scan the crowd for ransom.
The captain makes a motion to the rest of the crew and walks over to you. A
Where's
dour look.
ransom?
He was here earlier.
Wait, what?
You
Where did he go? Where did he go?
We've all been washing up on shore for a few days now.
Okay, but that didn't answer my question. Where's ransom?
He arrived yesterday.
Okay,
Went looking
and where
for
did
you.
he go?
He
He went looking where?
up and down the coastline for you.
Okay, so he's still down the coastline.
He shakes his head.
Then where is he?
He died.
Wait, what do you mean he died? How? Where?
He was looking for you and, well, nodding back towards the pyramid. She calls them the Dark Ones, but I'm not sure what that really means. He ran into them with some of the other warriors from this village, and
Did anyone make it back then?
two did.
Well, where's Ransom's body then?
We burned it last night. It's part of the tradition here.
What? Why would you burn his body?
The matriarch said that you need to burn the bodies of the ones that were killed by, the things out there.
No, I don't believe it. It couldn't be. You couldn't have killed him.
He walks over towards this small woven basket, opens it up, and pulls out... Oh god, I forgot to ask what he had on his character sheet before he died. Some token of ransoms. I don't know what he has on his sheet, though. I forgot to ask him when he died. Does he have a... What is something small that ransom carries that's metallic and wouldn't burn in the fire?
Wait, did he seriously die?
I know you two were recently engaged, but...
He didn't die. He couldn't have. Where's this matriarch, or wherever she is?
He turns and points up the stone pyramid.
I look in his stuff. Like, is all his belongings there then?
No.
What's there?
Just this... Let's call it a ring, because I forgot to ask him what he had, but let's just call it a ring that he had.
I grab the ring out and... You have to be lying. There's no way. There's no way. We're engaged. He cannot be dead. This isn't happening again. And I stick the ring in my pocket, or I put it on my necklace or something, and then I immediately go up to the matriarch because I'm in shock.
You make your way up the pyramid. It's maybe 40 or 50 feet tall. Large stone steps. Up there is this woman. She's got long, dark hair, smallish frame. She's got this big black panther or like puma hide covering her. She carries this beautiful stone axe. It's got like carved wood handle, and then the axe head itself is made out of some stone, as if it's got like a vein of a precious metal running through it, kind of diagonally like, but it's been carved around that. So it's, made out of stone, but it's got this like beautiful inlay going through it. She sees you coming.
And I am obviously in disarray as I come up.
You must be the elf.
Yes, and where is my fiance? I don't believe he could have died. There's no way. Ransom's stronger than that. He wouldn't have died so easily.
The bold man insisted on looking for you, insisted on searching the forest for you when we told him otherwise, but he would not listen. He insisted on searching.
There's no way. Why would you burn the body? Why would you not wait till I was here?
We did not know if you would ever arrive.
How did we even come here? It couldn't have been him. It must have been somebody else.
She looks at you with sadness.
No, it's not him. It's not Ransom. I've already lost somebody very close to me. It couldn't have been him. There's no way at all.
She steps forward and puts an arm around you and says in your ear, "He is gone now. You must give up."
This must be a nightmare that I'm hopefully wake up from. I mean, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty. I don't understand how we ended up here. Where are we? What is the city?
This is our home. We are...
Where? What is this island we're on?
I do not know what your people call it. We just call it home. Occasionally we get strangers that wash up on the shore. Occasionally we see tall things in the water. We've been led to believe these things are your ships.
I don't believe it until I see him. It can't.
Would you like to see his bones?
What is seeing someone's bones going to do? I can't tell that it's him.
Take some time with this. You have the rest of your life to come to terms with these things, although
What do you mean the rest of my life? Where are we? I don't believe this. I was just on a ship. People were asleep and...
That's what the others have told
And
us. The man you people refer to as the captain has told me there was a sleeping magic on your ship.
yes.
Everyone fell
So
asleep.
why would we all of a sudden be here?
She gives a bit of a shrug. He says you all fell asleep and then you started washing up on shore. Your ship must have sunk?
No. I don't believe it. He's not dead. He's not. There must be some misunderstanding, a mistake.
Takes a few steps back away from you, leaving the embrace. I understand your grief. My husband died too.
You don't understand.
Your love is no different than mine.
My first love died once. 11. And I thought I would never find somebody again like that. And Ransom can be dead. He takes care of me. He's the practical one of us two. He wouldn't have been so stupid.
You overcame your first grief. You will overcome this one too.
No. It's
Which
not.
did you love more? Your first
What do
or
you
your
mean,
second?
which did I love more? There's no question in that. It's not the same thing. It's like saying how much you love one child over another. It's different.
She gives a wry smile. Of course, that answer is... There is the answer you tell the world, and there is the answer you know in your heart to be true. You don't have to tell me. But think of it this way. You love Ransom more than this other one, then the next person you fall in love with will probably be loved more than even Ransom. You loved Ransom less than the other one, each time will be a little sadder, and things will only be going downhill.
How did he die then, if he died? I still
Fighting
don't
one of
believe it. It's
those
not happening.
Things.
Where are these things? What are they? Why are they here?
The Dark Ones, I like to refer to them as. Strange things. I've lived here my whole life. We know so very little about them.
Yet they killed my Ransom and nobody else.
There was another with him. I sent 3 of
Who?
my warriors with him to find you. Only only 2 of them came back.
How did they come back when Ransom didn't?
The way they tell it, one of them went to fetch water when they found a survivor. The other 2 stayed to fight. One died. The other cautiously retreated while Ransom threw himself at the enemy over and over and over till he died. He was outmatched and refused to give up. He died bravely, nobly. Is it true what they say about your people? You live more than 100 years.
Yes, I am 214.
I wish I looked as good as you when I was that old.
How old are you?
34. I must seem insignificant. You must have so much to offer us. Would you please stay? I'm sure we could learn a lot from you. This could be your new home.
What do you mean stay? Why would you ask me to stay? Is there a way off this island?
She shakes her head. Not really. We don't have any ships.
Then why would you ask me to stay? Wouldn't I just be stuck here?
Others have tried to leave. They have put together rafts or
I don't want to
makeshift
stay
boats.
where, if it's true about Ransom, I don't want to stay anywhere near where his dead body is.
You must stay. There's no one that leaves survives, or at least that's what we say.
I don't even care what happens to me anymore. If I'm never to see my brother again, and
Is Ransom
my
your
love...
brother?
No, I mean, if I'm never to see my brother, I have a brother.
Ah. He did not
They
speak
went-
of your brother.
What do you mean he didn't speak of him?
Did not mention your brother. He was too concerned for you. All he spoke of was this woman.
She's probably talking about me. I have a brother. They went on a hot air balloon trip, and we were just supposed to come here to go to a wedding, and this is happening.
Well,
I can't stay. I have to get back.
She puts a hand on your shoulder and physically prevents you from leaving. You must stay.
What?
It's not safe.
I push her arm off me. Why are you?
It's not safe. You are in duress. If you go, you will die.
Die where?
In the woods. The Dark Ones will get you.
Who are you?
I am the matriarch.
Why are you commanding me to stay? It should be my choice.
We all have our own choices. You are free to leave, but you should not. It is
Why?
dangerous, and for your own good, I insist that you stay.
No. You can't make me, and I don't want to stay here. Why
You
did
have-
you protect Ransom?
You will find
If you
another. There are
told-
many single men in our village that you may
I don't
choose
want
amongst
any
your
other
own.
single men. Did you remarry after you lost your love?
Yes, I did.
Well, that's great. I don't want that.
Didn't
And
you
I-
already do that? Didn't you already lose one and pick up another? Are not all love interchangeable eventually?
That was many, many years later.
Well, you have many years left. You will eventually pick up another. If you
No.
will truly live for hundreds of years, you will eventually
No.
become the matriarch
Ransom
of our
has my heart. He
village.
asked me to marry him. We were going to get married. You can't change my mind. I don't want any of the men in your village.
not
I can't
now.
even think of that right
Eventually,
now.
one day. Please be patient.
No.
How are you so old and yet so ill-tempered?
Why are you demanding me to do things I don't want to do? If I want to leave, I'm free to leave. Apparently you let Ransom leave, and look what happened to him.
That's why I insist you don't. I do not wish to lose another, but if you want to leave on your own, you may do so.
You said they brought his body back.
Yes, along
he's
with
dead
our other
already?
fallen warrior.
How do you know it was him? Did you see his face? Was his face still there?
She nods.
And he didn't speak anything of my family. That can't
was
be.
dead.
It has to be somebody else. I don't even think it. Are you sure it was Ransom? None of his stuff was even there.
She points to the other sailors that are everyone's looking up at you guys up on this pyramid. You're clearly like the center of attention for the whole village now. He knew the other sailors with you. They knew him. They can verify him.
I can't stay.
You must.
I don't want to stay. Where is this dock one? Where are they? I'll fight them. I don't care.
You must stay.
No. And I turn to leave.
She puts a hand on your shoulder, preventing you
I
from leaving.
slap it off.
All right, you make your way down the pyramid, and she calls out, and a couple of well-armed soldiers. I mean, well-armed, like shield and spear, but they're all still wearing just kind of like hides.
I grab my sai out and I put it towards them. Don't stop me!
They hesitate. The woman takes her stone axe in hand and begins to descend the staircase and says, I would have welcomed you as a family member, but now you threaten our ways. You
I
threaten
didn't
my
threaten.
leadership.
Why can't I leave?
I have told you you must stay.
No, you're crazy!
Stay.
And I run off.
They go to block your way at the base of the staircase.
I continue to run. I just, dodge them and keep running.
All right, well, they're going
And
to
I'm
try
really
and
fast.
block you. So let's do... how do we want to do this? You're trying to move past them. They're trying to block you. You're coming down a staircase, so it's a pretty obvious exit. You're going to have to make me an opposed strength check and beat both of their strength checks to pass them.
Yes.
Oh, 28 is solid. That is really good. Oh, but it is no 32.
What?
Sorry.
No way.
Sorry. So you kind of throw yourselves at them, and they just bring their shields up, and the shields hold you in position, while the matriarch comes down the staircase, her stone axe in hand. It says, "You defy my orders. You subvert my leadership amongst my people.
You're not my leader!
You are distressed. We will forgive you this once. Stay a while."
I'm not staying. And I look to the other crew members. Are you really going to stay under this?
One of the crew members says, "It's actually fairly nice here. The food's really good. And aside from those monsters out in the woods, it's pleasant."
But we have to go back.
They shrug. I mean, food, nice people, wonderful weather.
I detect magic.
Okay. You cast Detect Magic and scan the area around you. It is non-magical.
Nothing?
Nothing you see around you is magical. You can scan like a 60-degree arc in a minute. So.
And she's not.
You turn back to examine her, and she is magical.
As I thought, you're enchanted. You are the one who caused the shipwreck, aren't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait a minute. You're magic. I'm dreaming, aren't I? This can't be real. Ransom's still alive then.
Don't you have a token of his? Didn't I see you pick that up from the basket?
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. I think you're lying. You have created this dream world where everybody fell asleep and I was hungry and thirsty, which makes sense.
Grief has overcome you. You are unstable.
This is not real.
You are unstable,
Take me out of your spell. Why are you doing this?
You are unstable. Please.
Why are you doing this? Just tell me.
Rest.
Did something happen to you? Are you that lonely you just pluck people away into sleep?
She continues her way down the staircase after having paused when you started casting a spell. The guards are still holding you back with their big shields. She comes to within maybe arm's reach of you and says, "You please put down those weapons."
No, stay away from me. I don't want anything to do with your world here. I want to leave.
Put them down.
I want to leave.
She makes a grab to grab one of the weapons out of your hand.
I slap her with my side.
Make me roll to hit at +4 because she's making an unarmed attack against you.
So that's 2. I think we should have +2 at level 5, right?
+3. +3 at level 5.
And then plus another 5. So 8.
No, I lied. +2, but it doesn't matter. 14 is still a hit. She's unarmored. You stab her and snap, and you wake up. Ransom! Jump. Volume. Oh, he's fixing the volume controls. Hello?
I wake up.
Hello.
Yes. Okay. You both kind of blink your eyes awake. Oh, what the hell? You're in your cabin back on the ship?
Ransom, you're alive! And I immediately grab him and hug him and kiss him. I thought.
Oh my gosh. Tess, you're alive!
I thought.
It was a dream!
God.
But quick, we don't have that much time to reunite. We have to.
I know. They're all in the dream because they all want to stay there. She's so horrible.
Oh, did you pull me out?
Wait, what? Did you... Wait, what did you do?
You died, and I had to burn your body. And it was the saddest thing in my life.
You burned me?
The monsters, they were going to attack the town if I didn't.
Wait, what? Was I dead?
Yes, you were, and Anyways, this isn't important now. We have to make sure to stop this magical enchantress.
Yes, we'll talk later. Okay, let's go.
I kind of run over towards the barricade and want to make sure it's intact. I knew I should have guarded this place.
So as you guys are waking up in your sleeping quarters and having this conversation, it seems other people around you are starting to wake up too, kind of coming to their senses. And you break out towards the barricade, only to find it already completely opened up. The boxes have been moved, your glaive has been knocked to the ground. You can make it through, and you can find the captain and a few of the other sailors in that room slowly, coming to consciousness, as well as all of the crew members of the other ship waking up.
Is the magical person still in there?
Well, you never saw who that was. Actually, make me a charisma check, both of you. Oh, no dice for you.
What?
You need a 21.
Ah.
6.
6. No. Yeah. Nothing. So the crew members are there. From the other ship, the crew members are from your ship are here, and everyone's waking up and coming to. And
Is there
Captain goes,
anybody
"Oh my
already
god, I had
awake?
the most wonderful dream. Oh, there was an island.
I run back up
Delicious
to the
food."
top of the deck.
I detect magic.
You detect magic, and you see no magic around here anywhere.
And then I run up with Ransom.
Ransom, you get to the top deck, look around. You guys are bobbing in the water. A few minutes from Yatel. More or less kind of where you left off that night.
There's nothing.
Are we close
magical
enough
here?
that you could jump off and swim for it?
If you were a really good swimmer and you were really brave, sure. But
I'll
it would
scan
be
the water.
dangerous.
I think whoever this caster was must still be on the ship then. Magicians aren't well known for being able to swim.
But I've looked, so I immediately go scan the entire ship and just run everywhere and looking with my detect magic.
As you guys are running around looking all over the place, the captain and his crew come together. They seem to have already had a conversation regarding this, and they stop the two of you and let you know that one of the crew members from the ship is missing. The supposed captain of the previous ship is not amongst the remaining people.
The woman.
The woman with the short hair and the scars on her hands.
Is that what the woman looked like in the dream?
Not at all.
Okay. Somebody is missing.
You guys
She's
can search.
not anywhere on the ship?
She's not anywhere on the ship. You get the whole crew searches the ship top to bottom. She's nowhere to be found. Everyone on the ship was asleep, so no one knows where she is. And after talking with the other crew, no one knows how she got on the other ship either. They all just kind of went to sleep. It's a kind of a big mystery as to who she is, where she came from, and where she went. But it does seem that she's gone. You detect no magic on the ship other than the magic you would expect, whatever magical items you have on yourself, plus something that is in the captain's room that looks very different than any of the other magical signatures you've gotten so far.
What about the jeweled dagger I took from her?
No, that is non-magical, but you still have it in your possession. And before we close out our show for the day, I think there's a conversation you guys wanted to have about burning bodies.
I walk back over to Ransom. Well, looks like she's gone. I have no idea what happened to her, but what is this about you burning my body?
It was terrible. I had been searching the entire day for you and couldn't find you. And first thing in the morning, I spent the entire day searching for you again. Finally, you washed up on shore, but these monsters, they came from the forest and dragged you away. I kept attacking them, but they were very powerful, and as I closed in on them, and they killed you. So I had to bring your body back to the village where they had given me hospitality, and then I burned your body.
And then what did you do?
And then I went to sleep. And then when I woke up, you were here.
Oh.
And I'm so glad.
But why would you have burned my body and not buried it?
Because the monsters, they were attracted to elves.
Huh. That's weird. You didn't find that weird at all.
No, it was very convincing.
And she tried to tell me you were dead. So it has something to do with elves. She must attack elves. That's really weird.
Maybe, or maybe she just enjoys a new form of entertainment medium. Maybe she likes seeing people suffer. Although, according to these cruise rights collection, maybe she just likes talking with people. I'm assuming the caster would be the priestess that I saw. She was my main point of contact there.
Yes, I remember. She tried to keep me there. Oh, it was horrible. It really was weird because she said, "You must stay." And as soon as she said that, something seemed off.
Well, all I can say is I'm so glad.
At that moment, I take my sai out. Is there still blood on it?
No.
Okay. And I shoot it back in.
You took something off of the woman, didn't you?
Yes, the jeweled dagger, and I pull it out.
I look at it and I kind of appraise its value.
It's probably worth 30 gold.
This is more trouble than it's worth. Let's throw it overboard.
Wait, no. Wait.
If she's a magician, she'll be able to track this thing. Let's throw it overboard.
Okay.
All right.
I hand it to him.
And I go to the top of the deck, and then I actually think about it for a moment. And I go to the captain. We found this next to that woman who went missing. Since you helped, I wanted to make sure that you got a share of the treasure.
What do you mean it was found on her? She's missing. How can you find something on someone who's missing?
You're all right. When we were searching her,
What else did you take?
just this thing.
He takes it from you with a bit of a sigh. This is why you
We
can't
want to,
trust people.
Will we want to ship these people back to their ship?
No, we're
It
going
seems
to the hotel. We'll drop them off there. They can make their own arrangements.
All right.
If you took anything else from their ship, though, since these people are the rightful owners, that would be theft. I recommend you return it to them. I'm sure they would understand under the circumstances.
Right. I kind of think back on the stuff that I observed Kess taking. There's the captain's quarters stuff, which shouldn't be missed since it's only crew and the captain was missing. I think that's it, but I'll go back to Kess and confer. Kess, did you take anything that wasn't in the captain's quarters?
No. That was it. Just some gold. No biggie. Nobody will miss that.
Then we're good.
Okay. And that is the end of our Misscliks D&D Devotion episode for today. Congratulations, you guys did survive. All thanks to Cass. Cass did overcome the evil in the end by not believing that Ransom could be dead quite so easily, whereas Ransom was resistant, very resistant, but eventually gave in to the notion of leaving Cass behind forever.
Wow. True love, man.
He did fight very hard for you, though. I just hope that doesn't eat at the two of you as time goes forward.
Thanks. I think we'll get past it, Neil.
So let's do some shout outs and end for the day. Since we don't have any experience to do, I'm going to kick it off. I'm Neil Erickson. I've got my channel is twitch.tv/Koibu, and we do a bunch of D&D stuff there all the time. I've got a brand new campaign starting on, well, we're doing character creation on the 7th of May. It's called Frozen Frontier, and as the name implies, it's a frozen wasteland adventure exploration campaign that's going to be really cool. And then we've got this 5e dungeon crawl called Fatal One coming up. That is, it's going to be this really cool community event that's going to take multiple people running through the thing to eventually overcome it, and lots of metagaming. And it's too complicated to explain right now, but they're interesting. And if you're interested in D&D stuff, especially 2nd edition stuff, you should check my stuff out. And that is enough saying the word stuff. Kess, what stuff do you have?
I actually have another D&D campaign tomorrow it's called Forgotten Mist. It's on Brotato's channel, actually. So I'll be doing that at 12 Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. Other than that going on, I don't have too much going on. We've been doing a lot of different stuff in the stream, but I've also been going through photos for my trip. Which we're going to have a day where we actually go through and I talk about the whole trip, which I'm really excited for that because I do a lot of, fun IRL stuff in my stream too. So it's fun to incorporate that into stream. And you can find me at VParlaflaw at everything else. And yeah. Trump.
I just have to give a lot of credit to Neil here for making me burn my fiance's body on a pyre. That was pretty messed up. I love it.
Thank you.
Good stuff. All right. I'm probably going to be kind of interested in this Fatal One thing. I'll have to look into it, and I might join in the community event.
That'd be great.
And yeah, DreamHack Austin this weekend. Going to be competing. I'm going to keep preparing this week for it. So
good luck. Remember, if you get first place, I send you cookies.
Oh, awesome.
All right.
Yeah, I'll have to try extra hard.
That's it, everybody. We will see you next week at our same Misscliks time, same Misscliks place. Bye-bye.
Bye.